Well, you might be wondering what I'm doing standing here in an eye doctor's office. I got to tell you, there's some awesome stuff coming up. Builders are building at phenomenal prices. You got new construction that's actually at foreclosed prices, and I didn't believe it. I thought something was wrong with my eyes. Some of the prices coming out from these builders are something we have not seen around here. So I went to the eye doctor, got myself some glasses, and lo and behold, my vision was absolutely correct. The prices were what I thought that I was seeing. And the bottom line is, we've got Tom Hill from DR Horton here today to answer some of the hot things that are going on in the market. You need to pay attention to this. Here comes Talk to Terry, November, December. Hi, this month we're sitting here talking with Tom Hill of DR Horton Homes. And the reason why I've got Tom here is his company's been making some phenomenal moves out there in the Atlanta pocket while there's so much negative news going on out there, and also people think that there's no new construction. So Tom, tell me, your company's been making some phenomenal moves in the last 3 to 6 months, good stuff going on. How and why are you doing that?
Well, you know, there's about 60,000 homes that are going to close this calendar year in Atlanta, and not a lot of people realize that that's the actual number of closings. And you know, we feel like that's a pretty good volume, but new homes have only gotten about 20% of that market, or a little less than 20%. And obviously the reason we feel is pricing. So our goal when we look at a community, either existing or a new community, is to price that particular community within a margin of error on the resale pricing. So we look at the average resale price in that particular submarket and then price our community at a competitive price point relative to that. And where we've done that, we've had some pretty good success. For example, we have a community in Johns Creek called Gates at Johns Creek, and we opened up out there, and within a 60-day time frame, we sold 40 homes.
Wow. John, 40 homes in a 60-day time frame. Now that wasn't 2004, 2005, that was when?
That was summer of 2009, so that was
summer of 2009. 40 homes. How many lots were in that? That must have been a 400 lot neighborhood.
It was 41 lots.
41 lots sold out of the neighborhood in 60 days. And I understand this does not happen out there, guys. So phenomenal things going on out there. Anything else like that you've seen?
You know, where we've been able to do that in all of our communities, we've had a lot of success. You know, our primary goal is to get back into the communities on the north side of town that we've not been able to get into in years past, and our primary goal again is to price at a competitive rate, and I think you said it earlier, price at prices that are foreclosure prices. And because we're able to buy the way we buy, because we're a large national company, we've got great purchasing power, so we're able to outprice some of the other builders in the market. And again, just with some of the phenomenal land deals that are out there these days, we're able to capitalize on that and purchase lots at a reasonable rate and translate into that foreclosure pricing that we talked about.
Now let's just have an example here. The lots that you just sold like wildfire, the homes in that community down there in Johns Creek, what was the typical price of those lots before you guys took over?
Well, by way of example, on the pricing of the homes, we priced our homes $100,000 below what the existing homes were there. And again, because we were able to get such a great value on the lots that we purchased there, we were able to hit that price point and achieve the 40 sales in 60 days.
So remember this right now, you've got a lot of banks that are unloading some properties, and if you've got a builder that's got great sustainability, which DR Horton does, phenomenal company, they're able to go out there and build a product that you haven't seen in probably, in some cases, 10 years. Markets haven't seen homes like this, but you're not going to know about them because they're typically not going to be able to build inventory because the price is going to be so hot. Wouldn't you agree with that?
I would.
So what else could you tell people out there? Is now a good time to be sitting on the fence, or should you be out there looking around?
Great opportunity to buy now. You know, rates are low. We've got some great competitive rates out there. In fact, we just introduced this week a 2 7/8 start rate on a 2-1 buy down program. So a lot of good rates out there, a lot of inventory in all of our communities. We're building homes in each and every one of our communities. We have 31 neighborhoods around Atlanta, and we're looking to add another 10 to 12 by the time January rolls around of 2010. So I think great pricing, great rates and inventory in the market. So, all compelling reasons to get out there and make a buying decision.
And where would you say your main price focus is as a builder?
Well, our average sales price in this Atlanta market is $185,000 today. So we're primarily focused on entry-level buyers, but where we've been able to have a lot of success in some of the areas like Forsyth, Fulton, Gwinnett, our price points are a little bit higher, but still focused on the entry-level buyer market.
Which is really, in Forsyth, I can tell you, they're building some phenomenal homes at incredible prices. And really, we haven't seen that in Forsyth. It's always been 300s and up. And now you're getting some just phenomenal opportunities in Gwinnett, in Forsyth, and in Fulton County. So my advice is get engaged, pay attention, and you will not find these by poking around online. You got to get out there, drive the streets, and look for the new signs in the communities. You'll be blown away by some of the opportunities that are out there. Tom, I want to thank you for being our first guest. I'll talk to Terry. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand there's some phenomenal opportunities happening in the marketplace right there. As you just heard, 40 homes in 60 days. Unheralded stuff going on out there. So get out there and start driving the streets. If you got any questions or you need expert advice, give me a call right here at the number below. And Tom, can you tell me, is there anything you'd like to say?
Sincerely with passion, we'll see you next month.
Excellent.